Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 40. We are at the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Toronto. Let's get straight into the action. An 84B Plus opening with William Regal, Drew McIntyre, and Andrade Cien. We open with Commissioner Regal in the center of the ring, and on either side of him we have Andrade Cien, the NXT #1 contender, and Drew McIntyre, the NXT champion. We see Almas take out that special set. He said he got that 24-karat gold and put his name to paper. Drew McIntyre stares straight at Almas, who extends his pen. Drew smirks and does the same. Drew McIntyre and Andrade Cien have officially signed their contract. William Regal tells the crowd, there you have it. In just 3 days, we're going to see Andrade Cien and Drew McIntyre face off. Regal stops at Almas' cell phone. It rings, and he picks it up and puts his hand on it. Almas talks in Spanish and hangs up after what feels like forever. So it got the crowd hot. It advanced. No segment, no worker improvements. Almas smiles and says that he's earned his biggest respect, Pappy. McIntyre flips the table over at blatant disrespect at the party animal Andrade Cien Almas, and the two of which get into one another's face as Regal just stares at them both from behind. Almas' phone rings again, and as Almas goes to pick it up, McIntyre hits the phone out of his hand. Almas smirks and stares at McIntyre, but decides to pick it up, stops, and hits an enziguri into the temple of McIntyre, stunning him but not hurting him. McIntyre smirks from his seat and tackles Almas as the two fall out of the ring, with Regal getting people to come and break this up immediately. He needs to protect his main event for NXT TakeOver Toronto. So a 90 rating here for our NXT Championship match at TakeOver Toronto. It'll be interesting, but a heel-heel divide. But we're going to do it. So it is advanced and gained heat. Phillips was shitty. 90. Any improvements? Nope. That's all right. All right, next, Tom Phillips, Nigel McGuinness, and Steve Kernan welcome us to NXT. Tom Phillips says that tonight on NXT, we're going to have one hell of a show. The camera stands with them for a while as we fade to ringside. And about that, decent wrestling, Murphy defeats Killian Dane, Masada in 13:01 when Murphy defeats Dane by pinfall with the Murphy's Law. Murphy of Blake and Murphy gets the victory. Now these three teams will be part of the fatal four-way for the NXT Tag Team Championships at Toronto. Velvet Sky did some good work. Carino and Phillips were good. Announcing lifted the quality of the match. Color commentary was good. 49, 47, 46. Unopposed storyline has advanced but lost heat. And Murphy is improving in performance of 53 C-. Alrighty, did I click it? I did not. Alright guys, next we see Andrade Cien Almas walking around the back with his cell phone again, looking quite angry. So Andrade Cien Almas again pushing towards NXT TakeOver Toronto where he's going to get his chance. Making an import storyline has advanced. There is no work improvements. A 75 B-. It's very strong. We next get NXT TakeOver Toronto hype with Peyton Royce, NXT Women's Champion, and the now iconic trio defending against Ruby Riott. The iconic trio storyline has advanced. No work improvements. A 67 C+. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright guys, let's keep going here. In a poor match, Candice LeRae, Ember Moon, and Ruby Riott defeat the iconic trio in 11:56 when Riott pins Billie Kay with a pinfall with a Heidi-Ho. There will be improvement in technical skills, and for LeRae, Royce gets performance skills. Between 47 and 42 for the 6 women, not bad. It's advanced, but lost heat. A 54 C-. Could have been worse, could have been better. The iconic trio taking the loss here, though, tonight. After having just pinned a member of the iconic trio, Billie Kay, Ruby Riott with Ember Moon and Candice LeRae look ready for Peyton and her shot at the NXT Championship for the women's side. I read that wrong. Madison Eagle helps up Billie Kay with Peyton as a 6 women look at one another, and we fade. So the iconic trio storyline has advanced. Worker improvements, no worker improvements. Alrighty. We get an NXT TakeOver hype video now. 66 C+. That's not bad at all. In addition to Ty Dillinger and Eric Young being put on the pre-show last week, William Regal has added a pair of pre-show matches tonight for this Saturday. Given what we just happened right now, we're going to see Candice LeRae and Ember Moon take on the iconic trios Billie Kay and Madison Eagles, as well as Roddy Strong facing the Drifter, Elias Sampson. Ember Moon, they want a new gimmick. Peyton Royce is getting better at her gimmick. The iconic trio storyline has advanced and gained heat. No work or improvements. So we have 3 pre-show matches. Dillinger and Young, Strong and Sampson, and LeRae and Moon versus the iconic duos Billie Kay and Madison Eagles. All right. Next up in an extremely short match, the Authors of Pain defeat Ho-Ho Loon and Tian Ben in 2:26 when Razor depends them by submission. 57 C-, and the Authors of Pain continue their glorious winning streak here in NXT. Razor and Paul Ellering have great chemistry. Ho Ho Lun and Tian Ben showed great chemistry. Announcing lifted a chemistry match at 36 and 38 for Ben and Lun. The Authors of Pain with a 71 and 69, so they continue to hit their strides here in NXT. 57 C- for the Authors of Pain. All right, next, the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering are handed back their NXT Tag Team Championships as they just stand over a destroyed team of Ho Ho Lun and Tian Ben. They put their championships on the line against Blake and Murphy, the Crow's Nest, and Sanity in just 3 days at NXT TakeOver Toronto. 78B for the Authors, not bad. We see Drew McIntyre now backstage with his NXT Championship. Yet another reminder, Saturday night, he will main event TakeOver Toronto against Andrade Cien. No work improvements, but a 75B-. Isn't bad at all. All right, next up, in an extremely short match, Bridges defeats Aliyah in 3:43 via submission. The match suffered from a lack of psychology. All right, well, that's not great. The color commentary guys gave us a boost as well as the match gave us a breather. A 70 for Aliyah, 81 for Bridges. Not bad at all. 54 C- for the Eye Candy match. No worker improvement, but that's all right. This, let me see. Was it Eye Candy? Yeah, it was Diva. So, yeah, not bad for an Eye Candy match. All right, up next, in a poor match, Tyler Bate defeats Trent Seven in 9:34, but with the Tyler Driver 97, followed a botch interference attempt by Tino Sabatelli. Work improvements none. 46D could have been better, could have been worse though, so not too bad. Tyler Bate just celebrates with his NXT Universe after the win. Tino Sabatelli, Triple H's guy, standing over a fallen Trent Seven after accidentally interfering and hitting him. The former NFL star will get his chance at the NXT UK Championship on Saturday night at NXT TakeOver Toronto, when he takes on Tyler Bate for the NXT UK Championship. Deserved or not, Tino, the former NFL star, might be leaving this Saturday with gold. 46D, Tino's getting better. That's good. No work or improvements, though. So, not bad for this match between two guys who really aren't over here in NXT. We get an NXT TakeOver Toronto hype video now with Aleister Black having just returned, but was interrupted by the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. The two meet in 3 days. The Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels is getting better at his gimmick. The Star Factory has advanced and gained heat. No work improvements, and a 77B here for two guys who are going to be probably opening the show and hopefully tearing the house down. All right, next, the 76B- was we get the final NXT TakeOver hype for the main event when Andrade Cien, the NXT #1 contender, takes on NXT champion Drew McIntyre. No skill improvements, nothing else to go off of. All right, now let's head to our main event. And in our main event, and about that, a good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Bobby Roode and DIY drew with Mr. NXT and the Young Bucks in 21:33 when the match descended into utter chaos. Gargano seemed off his game. The match got the crowd hotter. A 62 for Gargano, a 61 for Ciampa, Roode with a 66, Jackson with a 64, Matt with a 70, Mr. NXT with a 79. The fan favorite storyline has advanced. The not contender storyline has advanced. Worker improvements. We have Nick Jackson improving in Rumble skills. So remember, Bobby Roode will be taking on Mr. NXT, the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and DIY will be taking on the Young Bucks, who cost them the NXT Tag Team Championships against the Authors of Pain at NXT TakeOver in your house. So this is going to be it for the Go Home show for NXT The Game 16, Season 1, Episode 40. As you all know, with my Go Home shows, I like to book them a little quicker and really just focus on the hype. So I'm not at all disappointed with this rating. We'll see what it is. Hopefully at least I got a 70. I'm not sure. It's kind of low. A 70, all right. This show increased our popularity in 40 regions. So not bad. NXT continues to grow slowly but surely. We're going to have a lot of big matches at NXT TakeOver Toronto. I just finished making the match card last night for it. So it should be a good one. We're going to have 8 matches. We're going to have 3 pre-show matches. It's going to be a huge 11 match show. So please, if you liked it, go ahead and send me a like, subscribe, and comment if you would. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on NXT so far, and I would really appreciate just giving me a little feedback into what you guys are liking and what you guys are not liking. I looked at the analytics, and I think over like a half of you guys are watching the entire video. So I know you're not just sampling them. A lot of you guys are actually watching the majority of the videos. But anyways, this was NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 40. Thanks for watching, and we will be back in a couple days with NXT TakeOver Toronto, guys. We're going to have another TakeOver after that, and then just 6 weeks after that, we're going to have NXT TakeOver Legacy, which is our WrestleMania. We have really got NXT going great right now. And we're heading towards the end of the first season. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.